Hello everyone, hi, it's me again. So for anyone who doesn't know me, or you're watching one of my videos for the first time, my name's Joe Molloy. I'm a shaman. I live in the UK in England, and I work one-to-one with people offering shamanic healing, and also with groups. I have a teaching program that offers the medicine wheel of the Incas here in the UK, in Ireland, in Greece, and possibly, when things open up a little bit more later in this year, I'll be running some workshops in other countries in Europe too. But enough of that for now. What I wanted to do was make this little video because a few people have been asking me recently about what they can do to clear or balance the energy in their homes. Perhaps because they've just moved into a new place and they want to harmonize with it and make it feel like their place, their home, as we all do when we move. Or maybe something's happened in your home, perhaps just as part of normal life. We all go through transitions. Sometimes there are ups and downs, maybe rows, arguments, distress, and you're left with a kind of feeling, an echo of what's happened before in your home. So here are some simple things that you can do to help to clear and balance the energy in your home. So I'm just going to mix with this charcoal. That's right, that's it. So I've got a little bowl of charcoal. Now what I wanted to show you first is a beautiful and simple way to create a harmonizing, balancing offering in your home. So I've got a bowl here, as you can see. When I do house clearings, if the whole house wants doing and someone invites me to come and do it, this is what I do when I finish working in each of the rooms in the house. So you get an ordinary bowl, okay? I've got a tea light candle and I've got some carnation flower petals. Sometimes I'll choose red and white. These happen to be pink and yellow, as that's what was in the store, the florist, when I got there recently. And I'm just going to break the stem off to free up all of the petals like that, loosen them up. And two different colours, they offer us an opportunity to represent polarities, so we can harmonize the masculine and feminine, light and dark, in all sorts of different ways by representing this. So the two things to remember in all that we do is that there are the actions, the things that we do, and then there's our intention. And what I want to say is that our intention has an even stronger effect than what we do. And when we bring the two things together and our actions align with our intentions inform what we're doing, even if it's an ordinary and mundane task, it becomes so much more powerful and so much stronger. And these are things that you can do for yourself in your own home, which again makes it even more powerful. So what I'm going to do is get some water. I've just got an ordinary water from the tap. And water itself is a cleansing and harmonizing element. And I'm going to fill the bowl with that. And I'm going to light the tea light. Okay, so I'm making an offering of light by placing this in the bowl of water. And fire and water again, okay? And I'm going to take the two different color petals and I'm going to blow my intention into them. This is what they represent. They're representing polarities that are going to work together and harmonize rather than work against each other, so that as I create this offering of light and balance, I create balance and light in this room or wherever I place this. And just sprinkle them into the water. It makes a beautiful effect anyway. It's a lovely centerpiece in your home, perhaps in the evenings as you relax. Obviously, when I leave the candle lit and leave the room I'm working in, I'm going to make sure that it's safe and nothing's going to catch on the flame, which is also just taking care of the home I live in. Now, some people find there's a kind of heavy atmosphere in their homes, and there's a number of different ways of working with that, a number of things you can use. One thing you can do before you start that is to try and work out where the heaviness is in the room. You might feel it in a particular place, but you might want to know where it is in the room. A simple way is to get a rattle and walk around the room. And even if you're holding it and shaking it the same way, as you get to a different part of the room where there's some sense of heaviness, maybe a dark corner, somewhere where someone sits every time they come in the room, when they feel sad, is that the rattle takes a heavier feel in my hand, or the sound gets deeper or louder. So you want to watch out for this as you go around your room. And you can also use a drum. A lot of people have drums and like to use them. This is mine. This is Badger the drum. And again, as you go around the room and you drum softly, it's like the skin of the drum will become slack. Maybe flat sounding. I'm doing this deliberately, but you get a different sense of the tone of the drum, which helps you to find the parts of the room that need a little bit of attention. So you can do a bit of clearing in that part of the room and then place your offering of light where it needs to go, so it has the most direct effect. So some ways of clearing energy. I've lit this charcoal. So, charcoal burns really, really hot, doesn't it? This is why it's great for barbecues. So I have this pestle, and although the charcoal is really hot on the top, there's it was empty to begin with when I started using this, but it's got a good layer of ash in there now as an insulator. And so the charcoal burns. You light the charcoal, let it burn down until it's white around the outside. And then you can sprinkle something on there that's going to help cleanse the energy of the room. And some of the things I might use, I've got a few things here to show you. So I've got a special mix of cleansing herbs and mapacho, black tobacco from the Andes, that I can put on there. And that's got a very strong, powerful kind of cleansing property. But it's a little overwhelming for some people, and of course you can't find all of the ingredients everywhere. A good thing to do, when you think there's something in your room or your home that needs cleansing, is cleanse yourself first. It might not be over there, it might be here. Okay, so it's a little bit on there, but that gets a bit smoky, so we put it over there out the way. These are the discs I use. Okay, they're just ordinary charcoal discs. You can get square ones if you prefer square ones. Also Florida water. Okay, Agua de Florida. There's lots of different kinds. There's a great online shop run by my friend Simon called sacredessence.co.uk. I'll put a little link at the end of the video for them, and my own website if you want to contact me and find out more. And of course, if you want to see more great videos like this, then just click subscribe on YouTube, and you'll see each one that comes up. Florida water. So there's a lot of different ways to use it. Again, you might think, begin with yourself. So it might be that the cleansing needs to happen with me. Okay, so rub it on my hands. Breathe in deep, clean the inside, and take my hands around and outside my body, anywhere I really feel it needs to go. I have a little plant sprayer here. I'm going to use this for moisturizing a few different things. It's got water in it. So you can put a little drop, or as much as you like, of Florida water in there. Give it a little shake up. Of course I can spray myself, spritz myself, or I can spritz those parts of the room that want that kind of attention. If you don't like the Florida water so much, I use some essential oils sometimes. Use the ones that you like, and you can use them for different effects, not just for cleansing the room. If you want to create a relaxing environment in the evening, maybe use a little bit of lavender essential oil. This is eucalyptus. That's very cleansing. It's also got an antiseptic quality, so it's going to end up like a bit of a cocktail when I add all of this in. But you can put a bit of, maybe 1 or 2 drops. It's quite a thick oil, so it doesn't come out very fast. I'm not an aromatherapist, just to say that. I'm not qualified with certificates and things, but I've been working with aromatherapy oils. Oh, it's nice. Clears your sinuses. And incense. I'm making my own incenses for many years. I have some in my Etsy shop that you can go and look at. And again, you can find all the links for these things on my website, and I'll put a list of things in the blurb to go with the video. This is clary sage. I've used this for a long time in space clearing. I think it's really effective, and it's really gentle on your senses too, so it's not harsh. Frankincense is a nice one. Again, that's really cleansing. But find the ones that you like. Some people find frankincense, particularly as an incense, is a bit churchy for them. Maybe you kind of have a smell of that on my hand first. It's quite a nice combination. And you can combine them, you know, find the recipe that works for you and spray them into the parts of the room that you feel, or a bit more for me, that you feel needs the cleansing. Another thing maybe more people are familiar with is white sage. Okay, so you can take the white sage, sometimes you get it as a bundle tied up together. These are loose leaves, and if I can just borrow from the flame in the middle there, okay, light it and blow the flame out, and you get some smoke. If you've got a big bundle, if you've got a smudge stick, then you're going to get more flame to start with and then more smoke. Or you can take it and put it on top of a piece of charcoal, and it will smolder away quite happily, as long as you put it somewhere safe where the heat isn't going to damage anything. Sweetgrass, okay, you buy usually as a braid. You can get it just as long strands. And I don't really want to keep lighting from that because that's got a different purpose, that candle in the middle, so I'll use one of these here. Okay, you don't need to light too much of it. That sage is going really well now in the bowl. If you can see, it might be a little off off camera. There we go. Okay, so let's light this again. And we light these sweetgrass braids. It sometimes takes a little while. Different candles, you know, matches and things like that, they burn at different temperatures, so when you're lighting things, okay, and I'll just do a bit of cleansing around myself, or around wherever I'm working, or the room that I'm working in. It's got a very pleasant aroma. Let's put it there where it's going to be safe. If you've got a lovely little burning bowl like this, saucepans, this is a nice way of smudging. I might get enough smoke to use my feather with this. So put that there for a moment. This is a mixture. Again, this is something I can make these blends up for you if you want, but this is a blend of different herbs and Palo Santo, which is ground up almost into a powder. This is a Palo Santo stick. Palo Santo from Spanish means sacred tree, and you find these in the north of Peru and Ecuador. And you can light the sticks. Let's put it in this candle and keep it going for a moment. Okay. Sometimes you might want to, you know, maybe the part of the room needs some fire to clear it. So you can do this in a safe and controlled way. And you can also blow. You get nice. It's got a beautiful fragrance, I think, but it's really good at clearing heavy energy. What I'll show you now with this little bowl down here, I'm not going to use too much so we don't end up with too much smoke. I'll add a little bit of Florida water just to make it burn easily. Okay, I'm going to get a match. There we go. Just like that. Let it burn a little bit. Give it a little poke around. Away. And without blowing all the bits around, or some of them. Okay, that wasn't as effective as I liked, but you can see the kind of principle, whether it's the powder, or maybe it hasn't burnt enough to get it good and smoky. Okay, the more you use, the more smoke you get. And with a feather or just with your hand, you can guide the smoke into the parts of the room that you want it to go into. So I'll put that down there safe. And just have a look and see whatever else there was I wanted to show you. Oh yes, sound. So you can use sound to detect where the heaviness is, but also after you've created an offering, you might just bring an offering of sound. Beautiful, light sounding, high chiming bells. You know, take them around the room, take them around your body. The limit is really our own imagination and what we can think of using. You'll have lots of resources. We all have different things in our homes that we can use. And all of these practices, you know, they really work to bring a lightness, a clear, cleansed lightness into our homes. If you're moving into a house that other people have lived in, and you want to re-imprint the house with your kind of feeling, make your own impression on the home, then you're going to decorate and put different carpets and have your own furniture and pictures in the room. And when you've done that, then's a good time to do this. So, one other thing you can use with the Florida water, I don't really recommend it because if you get it in your mouth, then it's a little bit an irritant because there's wood alcohol in this. You definitely don't want to swallow it. But if you're confident in what you're doing, you could take a tiny, tiny bit just between your lips and you blow like a spray, and it really forces the cleansing power of the plants into the places it needs to go. So this is how I would do it. Okay. So those are just a few things. I hope you find them helpful. If you do feel that you're facing something you need some help with, and you've tried all of the usual things and all of these kind of methods, and you'd like a chat, a bit of guidance, or to book me for a house clearing, please do let me know. I'm delighted to help. So for now, it's me, Joe, and wish you so much love, and see you again next time. Okay, bye for now.